All right, let's talk about something real. Let's talk about the difference between being busy and, well, feeling like your life actually has meaning. Today, we're going to dive into how you can connect what you do every single day to your deeper purpose so your focus is truly aligned. You know the feeling, right? You've been going nonstop. Your to-do list is crushed, you've answered all the emails, you ran all the errands, but when your head hits the pillow, there's this quiet, nagging thought. Did any of that actually matter? It's this weirdly empty feeling after a day full of stuff. It happens to the best of us. And this right here is the heart of the issue. We're taught to chase productivity, which is really just about doing more tasks, checking off more boxes. But fulfillment, that's something else entirely. That's about doing work that feels important, that feels meaningful. It's so easy to mistake one for the other, but honestly, they're not even in the same universe. Yeah, this confusion leads us right into what you could call the empty productivity trap. It's this state of being busy just for the sake of being busy. You're always active, but you're not actually aligned with anything. You're just spinning your wheels. So this is the big mental shift we need to make. True focus isn't about cramming more into your day. It's not about working harder or faster. It's about having the clarity to do what actually matters. It's about doing less, but doing the right things. Okay, so how do we figure out what matters most? Well, that's where we have to look inward. We need to find our own internal compass. And that compass, it's made of your personal values. Let's dig into that. Think about it like this. Your values are your personal North Star. When everything is chaotic and you're getting pulled in a million different directions, your values are that one fixed point in the sky that you can look to. They tell you which way is true north for you. They are your non-negotiables. So let's make this super practical. If you can, grab a pen and paper. First, just brainstorm and then narrow it down to your top 5 values. These aren't goals, they're principles. Things like creativity, community, adventure, security. Got them? Okay, now pull up your calendar from last week and just look at it. Be honest with yourself. Does how you spent your time, your energy, your money, does it actually reflect those 5 things you just wrote down? Just noticing the gap or the alignment is a huge first step. So, once you have your compass, your values, you need a destination. You need a map. And that map is a clear vision for your future. This is what gives your focus a direction to point towards. Let's try a quick thought experiment. Just for a second, picture yourself 5 years from today. Imagine you are living a life that feels amazing on your own terms. Don't get bogged down in how you got there. Just feel it. What does that life feel like? Who are you? Now let's add some color to that picture. In that 5 years from now life, what does an ideal day look like? From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. What kind of work are you doing that makes you feel alive, that gives you energy instead of just draining it? Who are you with? The more vivid you can make this, the more real it becomes. And here it is. This is the question that connects everything. If that's the person you want to be, if that's the life you want to live, what do you need to be focusing on today to start building it? The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's built brick by what you do right now. I want you to really let this sink in. This idea reframes everything. Suddenly, spending 30 minutes learning a new skill isn't just a task. It's you becoming more capable. Going for that run isn't just exercise. It's you becoming a healthier person. Every small aligned action is literally an investment in the person you are becoming. Okay, This is all great in theory, right? We've got our values, our compass, we've got our vision, our map, but how do we make sure we actually use them day to day? Let's break it down into 3 simple, practical steps. Here are the 3 habits. First, the priority filter. Second, the why reminder. And third, the weekly reflection. These might sound simple, but when you do them consistently, trust me, they are an absolute game changer. All right, step 1, the priority filter. Every morning, before you dive into the chaos of the day, just take 5 minutes. Look at your giant to-do list and ask, what are the 3 things on here that will actually move me closer to my vision? Not the most urgent things, not what other people are yelling about, the 3 things that truly matter. That's your focus for the day. Step 2 is the why reminder. This one is so simple, but so powerful. Before you start one of those 3 important tasks, take literally 30 seconds. Close your eyes and remind yourself why you're doing it. How does finishing this blog post connect to your value of creativity? How does making that sales call connect to your vision of financial freedom? That little hit of purpose is rocket fuel for your motivation. And finally, step 3, the weekly reflection. Pick a time, maybe Friday afternoon or Sunday evening, and set aside just 15 minutes. Look back at your week and ask, did my actions, did my focus actually align with my values? This isn't about beating yourself up, it's just about checking your course. It's how you make sure you stay on track week after week. So what's the point of all this? What's the payoff? When you actually start to live and work this way, the feeling is, well, it's profound. It's the difference between forcing yourself to work and feeling drawn to it. When you have an aligned focus, even tiny actions feel significant because you know what they're building towards. You stop feeling like you're constantly pushing a boulder uphill, and instead you feel like you're being pulled forward by your purpose. And you know what's wild? All those little distractions, checking your phone, endlessly scrolling, they just start to lose their grip on you. They seem boring compared to what you're actually working on. So in the end, it really comes down to a choice. You can keep chasing an endless list of tasks, which, let's be honest, is completely draining. Or you can choose to live with intention, where your actions are a true reflection of who you are and who you want to be. And that is what fulfillment feels like. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Getting clarity and focus isn't just about what you decide to do. It's actually more about what you decide not to do. So when you're truly clear on what matters to you, what are you finally going to have the courage to say no to? Think about that, because the answer could change everything.